So let's get started. So, number one, why aren't you sleeping, right? If you're getting woken up, I understand that is troublesome, but if everybody else is sleeping and you're not, that's a key indicator of postpartum adrenal fatigue and that your health needs to be addressed right now because it's a slippery slope. But when we have insomnia, it leads to anxiety and depression. And we don't think it will ever happen because, we're healthy or we know our bodies, but it happens quite fast. So if you're struggling with insomnia, please reach out for help because it does turn into anxiety and depression. So on to the hacks. Number one, protein for breakfast. So I work with lots of moms, and most of us, myself included, have dabbled with the idea of being a vegetarian. Maybe our digestion is a bit slow, so we don't like consuming meat. But the protein can really help stabilize your blood sugar and reduce the blood sugar dips, which causes heart palpitations. So keep that in mind. If you wake up shaky or exhausted, a high quality protein breakfast is really high on your priority list to help stabilize your blood sugar so that you're not reaching for coffee and sugar all day. And do that again at lunch and maybe dinner if you are still feeling shaky and overwhelmed. So when your nervous system is shattered, when you're not sleeping, high quality protein, think grass-fed meats, wild-caught fish, a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, a spoonful of peanut butter. Think of those things to help stabilize your blood sugar so that your blood sugar doesn't drop and have you reaching for donuts and cookies. So the number one hack is to start consuming more protein. Now, if your digestion is slow, which I totally understand, that's happened to me as well, a spoonful of a fiber supplement can really help. I like the Thorn supplement rather than the orange bottle to really help things move and make sure you're consuming lots of water with that fiber supplement. The second hack to help you sleep better is reduce your coffee. Now, I know as a new parent, a new mom, that you may or may not be consuming coffee, but it is affecting your adrenal health and it is affecting your sleep. So let's talk about some tricks around coffee. Number one, try 1 cup before noon, before lunchtime. Anything after lunchtime can definitely affect your sleep. And if you're super sensitive like I am, honestly, any cup of coffee is going to affect your sleep. The best sleep I've ever had is the days that I don't drink any coffee. And I know it's so hard, but think of maybe consuming that second or third cup with a cup of green tea or the one daily tea blend, which consists of stinging nettles and milky oat tops. So or peppermint tea would be nice. So think of consuming less coffee and chocolate, which has lots of caffeine in it, and really nourishing your body with more fluids and more teas to keep your nervous system calm. When your nervous system is regulated, you will fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and be able to go back to sleep when you get woken up. So think of coffee before noon, 1 cup, and if you're very sensitive, you might add coconut oil to your coffee to really help stabilize that blood sugar in the morning. Also, a good rule is to think of eating before your coffee. So don't ever have coffee on an empty stomach. Make sure you're consuming breakfast first and then having your coffee so that you're not affecting your hormones and causing more adrenal depletion. Number 3, they say sleep when your babies sleep. But if you're already heading towards postpartum adrenal fatigue, which you can watch this video to learn what that is, then you might not be able to sleep when your baby is sleeping. You might lay down and try to go to sleep, but notice that you can't. So what you can do instead is practice nervous system exercises, nervous system regulation exercises. What you're trying to do is calm your nervous system down enough so that it knows during nighttime that it's time to sleep, but also when you're trying to take a nap, maybe you can fit in a power nap, it knows how to relax. So that I know they say sleep when your baby sleeps, but you can't if you're wired, if your adrenals are depleted, if your nervous system is really just tethered at all ends, right? So it's important that you learn nervous system regulation exercises so this doesn't lead towards anxiety. So watch this video to learn about nervous system regulation exercises. Number 4, a noise machine helps a lot, but I'm going to say noise machine or an air filter, and let's talk about both. So any sort of noise or a fan, you just don't want the fan blowing at you, has that background noise that really helps you lull to sleep. And then if anybody makes noises during the night, the animal, your partner, your kids, sometimes it drowns that out, which is really nice rather than having you on high alert all night long. A noise machine can be great and maybe a little bit more affordable, but I'd like to say an air filter because I know children struggle with coughs and colds, and parents may as well due to their kids getting sick. So if it's within your budget, an air filter in each room can really help filter out the dust, the particles, the mold, and anything floating around in your home. Nothing has changed our health more than adding an air filter to our bedrooms. And really, especially in the winter time where most of the time the windows and doors are closed, that we're not getting fresh air, it really was the most transformative fix for our health. So I wanted to share that with you. So it's the noise in the background, but additionally, if it's in your budget, you want to think of an air filter as well. We love Air Doctor. I think it is pricey, but I love how it turns different colors when it sees toxins in the air. So for example, I turn the stove on and it turns a different color as it revs up, cleaning the air. So that's something to keep in mind. More for the background noise when it comes to sleep, but additionally for your health, you might think of an air filter. Number 5, homeopathic medicine. Now, this is one of my favorite types of medicine because it's safe while breastfeeding, safe for your children, and it's fast acting. So even if your children got into your homeopathic medicine, they wouldn't get sick. So that's really important to notice. I have a video talking about homeopathic remedies for sleep, and there are 2 remedies that we love the most, myself and other moms. I'll put the links below, because when you get these ruminating thoughts, you can't stop thinking about what you need to do the next day. It's the fastest way to help lull those thoughts and send you off to sleep. So homeopathy is safe. I have lots of videos on how to use it properly, and it's fast acting. Now keep in mind that you take 1 dose, you wait 20 minutes, and then take another dose if needed, but most likely you don't need it and you'll be going fast to sleep. So being able to go to sleep without taking a tincture, which I know some moms are worried about the alcohol in the tincture, which you shouldn't be, but that is a concern sometimes. A tincture or getting out of bed, making a cup of tea. So this is really fast. You keep it by your bedside. It's easily consumable, and you're not waking up anybody else in the home. So homeopathy is a perfect sleep hack for tired parents. Number 6, your lunchtime meal should consist of veggies and protein. You might notice if you consume a lot of carbs, like a bowl of pasta, that you're soon tired thereafter and wanting to take a nap, which maybe that's what you want. But if you want to stay up during the day, veggies and protein for lunch may give you more energy than a bowl of pasta or carbs. So just keep that in mind, that your meals throughout the day provide your energy, and write down everything that you're eating and notice when you're reaching for sugar. Often it's 3 p.m. that we want that caffeine or that chocolate. and that's a sign of adrenal depletion. So by incorporating a healthy protein, maybe a little bit of salt at 3 p.m., you'll get that energy to continue into the witching hours, which happens later in the evening. So think about your diet for the day, write it down, and then notice where the gaps are and where you're starting to reach for sugar or caffeine, and see if you can make that switch into a healthier choice. Let me know in the comment area below if you're struggling with your energy and what time of day you're struggling with it. Number 7, end your day with something like yoga nidra or breath work or stretching. So you want to wind down at night, right? We don't expect you to just go to sleep after a crazy busy day. So maybe make yourself a cup of tea at 8 p.m. after everybody else is going to sleep. Can you do something more nourishing than watching a new Netflix show? So what can you do to really nourish your body? You can do those nervous system exercises. You can lay in a higher dose sauna mat. You could take a bath with Epsom salts if you had the time. So what can you do to calm your nervous system down at the end of the night so that you can go to sleep? Of course, this depends on your children's age. I totally get it, but see where you can fit in just 5 minutes of time for yourself. You can journal, which is another tip of mine coming up, or think about things that make you feel good. What makes you feel good? Start incorporating that at the end of the day to teach your nervous system to calm down. Number 8, put your phone in airplane mode. Have you tried this yet? So ideally, your phone would be in the kitchen or far away from your bedside. But if you can't do that, then at least put it in airplane mode in a drawer next to your bed, or those are very sensitive to EMFs or these, electric fields. Actually unplug the internet for the whole house. So those people with mold toxicity don't do well with these EMFs, and they do better unplugging the internet from the whole house at night. Isn't that crazy? So when your nervous system is on edge, you do better without the EMFs being surrounded by you. So by putting your phone in airplane mode is the fastest way to help calm your nervous system and sleep better. And number 9, journaling. So research shows that journaling can reduce frequency of intrusive depressive thoughts and circular thinking. So consider journaling in the morning or at night. I prefer both actually, but mostly I do it in the morning with a cup of coffee and thinking about what is going on in your world. So journaling, actually taking pen to paper, can really help some subconscious thoughts come out and help you fall asleep faster if you're doing it right before bed. So writing down all the things that are bothering you, all the things you have to do, getting it out on paper so that you're not ruminating about it in the middle of the night. Additionally, I love this practice of listing just 3 things you need to do the next day. So I follow Jenna Kutcher's journaling prompts, which is 3 things you need to do today. So only 3 things. I know you have a laundry list of things you need to do, but just 3 things. And it doesn't mean it has to be for work. It could be for your children, for yourself, for your family. But what are the 3 things that are going to make the biggest change for yourself that day? Additionally, below that, you can describe how you feel. How does your body feel? What went well today? If this is the end of the night, what went well today? And what didn't go well today? And then any thoughts on steps you can take towards improving your health going forward. So let me know if those journaling prompts help you. I love writing, especially when I'm struggling with overwhelm or sleep or dipped moods, to really try to figure out what's going on in my body and help uncover what needs to happen next. So if this video was helpful to you, let me know in the comment area below. I'd love your feedback. Additionally, if you're ready to take the next steps of your postpartum recovery, make sure you join your free masterclass or book a free clarity call with myself to see how an herbalist can help you. I'll see you next week.